Well, good morning and welcome to my office. I've finished travelling the world for the moment and I'm back on terra firma at Treverton. It's really good to see you at school this morning. It's the 1st of June and it's the 30th day of our distance learning program. It's an exciting day for us because the first of our grade 7s are back on campus this morning. I'll bring you some news from them tomorrow. So I said that we had 4 dams on campus and I've shown you the other 3. This is the 4th one. Brilliant, isn't it? Mrs Dahl has a devotion for us this morning, so let's join her now.
Happy Monday! Good to see you guys again. Today we are back in the Psalms. Psalm 133, okay? And I wonder if any of you know that Treverton has a verse, a Bible verse, for the year 2020. We do. Okay, and you've heard it before, I'm sure you have. We've had devotions about it. It's up in the library, but let me read it to you again. And I want you to think about the words and think if there's anything that kind of jumps out at you as I read it, that kind of seems a little bit ironic. Okay, Littlies, ask your dad and mom what the word ironic means. Okay, so let me read out of my Bible, Psalm 133 verse 1. Remember that. It says, "Behold, how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell in unity." That's an interesting verse. Unity. We're going to explain what that word means. But now, how fascinating that this is our verse for 2020, when 2020 has been a time of lockdown, has been a time where we haven't even seen each other. So how can we be in unity? How can we be together if we actually all so far apart? Okay, so we're going to chat more about it, and I'm going to break this verse down so that you understand it better. Well, I hope I can help you to understand it better. Okay, so let's start with the first verse. The first word, is behold. Okay, I'm going to put these glasses on. They're not my glasses, actually. But the word behold means almost like look. It's got an exclamation mark behind it. It means take a look, pay attention. Okay, that's why I put my glasses on. Behold. Okay, that's what God is asking us to do. Behold, to look, to pay attention. And then it keeps going. It says, how good, okay? And we learned about the word good in Psalm 23. You know what good means? Who knows what the opposite or the antonym of good is? Yes, bad. So God is saying this is good. Behold how good and pleasant it is. What does the word pleasant mean? Pleasant means nice, lovely, wonderful. It could mean peaceful, pleasant. Remember that word, okay? Behold how good and pleasant it is when brothers, okay girls, don't get into a little huff and a puff here. The Bible often refers to brothers or brethren, and it isn't just talking to boys or men or the male gender. It's talking to, when it talks about brothers, it's talking about people all together. Okay, both girls and boys, male and female. Okay, so don't think you being excluded, girls. So it says, behold how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell. Okay, now let's look at the word dwell. Dwell is a word that means to live somewhere or to abide somewhere. So I could say to you, you've been dwelling in your house for over 2 months now, for a very long time without getting out of your house. So to dwell is to live or to abide, okay? When you go on holiday, it's going to be amazing when we can get to go on holiday again and actually drive somewhere. when you go on holiday and perhaps your dad and mom rent a place, or you camp, or you put up a tent, you are only dwelling there for a little bit. You're just there for a short amount of time. Okay, it's not your permanent place of residence. So this word dwell means to abide. It means to always be there. Okay, like where your house is, where you usually live, where you always live, not a place where you might go on holiday for a little while. Does that make sense to you? Okay, so let's recap. Behold how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell. So it's a place of being all the time, not just when you feel like it. And here's our big word, in unity. Okay, and I want to give you an example of what unity means. Unity means togetherness. It means that people are of the same mind and the same heart, okay? It means they agree on things, on important things, okay? So I want to show you something here. I have a glass of water. Can you see that? And I have an vitamin C effervescent tablet. Okay, effervescent is a fancy word for something that fizzes. So I've got water and I've got the tablet. Remember the two. I'm going to pop this tablet into the water. Oh, big splash. Okay, and what happens? The effervescent tablet starts to fizz. Okay, and we're going to come back to this now. I'm going to give it a chance to dissolve in the water. Then look what else I've got here. Got a whole lot of spaghetti. I know some kids like to eat the stuff raw. Okay, and I want to show you something. If I take just one spaghetti stick, like that, and I snap it, that is so easy to snap. Am I right? That's super easy. I think even a little baby could snap it in half. Okay, so that's one spaghetti stick. Snap, easy peasy. But if I took the whole pile of spaghetti, all of this, oh, some of them are wanting to escape, I think because they know what I'm about to do, and I try to break it, it's, guys, okay, maybe a very, very strong person could break this, but I can't. And maybe you could try this experiment at home. But I can't break this pile of spaghetti together. It's easy to break one, but it's not easy to break all of this, okay? Why am I telling you that? We're talking about unity. Unity is being part of something bigger than just yourself, okay? It's a place of belonging with people that, like I said, are like-minded and have the same heart as you, okay? And so what I'm showing you through this illustration is that unity makes us stronger together, okay? It makes us stronger together. If we're out there by ourselves, doing our own little thing, and we're not part of something bigger, we're not dwelling in unity with those people around us, our brothers and sisters and our friends and the people in our community or in our school, then we actually are in more of a dangerous place. God wants us to dwell in unity, meaning that He wants us to have a sense of togetherness, okay? And this is so interesting because we're in lockdown now. We haven't seen each other for such a long time, and yet He's talking about unity. But this is the important thing. This is what I want you to remember, is that unity does not mean that you all have to live together in exactly the same place and in the same house to be united. Unity is something that can happen even being apart from one another. Does that make sense to you? Because sometimes there's not unity, there's disunity. That's the opposite in a house, where there's lots of fighting and conflict and people aren't united. They don't think and feel the same. And sometimes you can feel more united or together or close to someone that might not even be living in the same house as you. I hope that's not the case. I hope your family is an amazing, united little unit. Let's go back to our effervescent tablet and see what's happened. Oh my goodness, the spaghetti all wants to land on the floor. Look here. Okay, so now we have a glass full of orange kind of fizzy juice. Now I'm going to say to you, I want you to separate this. I want you to get the tablet back and get this water in this glass back to pure water. Is that possible? No ways. We can't separate this now. They've joined together. Okay, this is what unity is. It's being this together. Super, super together that you can't get it apart. Does that make any sense to you? I hope so. Guys, we are going to chat on Wednesday about the word diversity and being different and having different gifts and talents. So unity doesn't mean that we all are exactly the same, we look the same, we dress the same, we do the same things, we're all good at the same things. No, that's not unity. There's unity, okay, togetherness in being different, in each of us being unique and special and different. Okay, bye. See you Wednesday.
Thank you so much to Mrs. Dahl for that devotion. Right, I'm going to put up a picture on screen. Can you see the words that are hidden there? I'm not even going to tell you how many there are. Keep looking though, some of them are very sneaky. Send me your answers on Google Classroom and I'll catch up with that a little bit later in the day. I hope you have a great day at school, and as always, work hard.